Hello friends, today we shall discuss tradition and individual talent. What according to T.S. Eliot is the relation between tradition and individual talent? Tradition and individual talent is an important critical essay contributed by T.S. Eliot. He is of the opinion that the writer must have faith in some system of writing. According to Eliot's conception, tradition and individual talent go together. He tells it very frankly that every nation, every race have not only its own creative but its own critical term of mind. He also makes it clear that nobility is better than reflection. Tradition is a matter of much wider significance. It cannot be inherited, and if we want it, we must obtain it by great labor. It involves the historical sense, involves a perception not only of the pastness of the past but also of its present. The fact is that the work of a poet in the present must be compared and contrasted with works of the past and judged by the standard of the past. The past helps us to understand the present, and the present throws light on past. It is in this way that we can form an idea of what is really individually or new. It is by comparison alone that we can distinguish the traditional from the individual element in a given work of art. The poet must allow his poetic sensibility to be shaped and modified by the past. He must continue to acquire the sense of tradition throughout his career. He should also acquire greater objectivity. He must be impersonal and objectivity. The personality of the artist is not important. The important thing is his sense of tradition. Thus, the poet's personality is merely a medium. That is why Eliot says that honest criticism and sensitive appreciation is directed not upon the poet but upon the poetry. The experiences which enters the poetic process may be of two kinds. They are emotions and feelings. Thus, poetry is an organization rather than inspiration. The greatness of a poem depends on its organization and not on emotions. The more intense the poetic process is, the greater the poem is. In brief, the sense of tradition is a means by which the vitality of the past enriches the life of the present. An author in the present may not be judged by the principles and the standard of the past. The comparison is to be made for knowing the facts about the work of art. Eliot believes that the greatness of a poem depends upon the intensity of the artistic process. Thus, Eliot's idea of tradition and individual talents gives us principle of objectivity and impersonality in poetry. He also tells that tradition can be inherited by great labor, so he always advocates for being objective and impersonal while going under the process of artistic work.